Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss non-partisanship as well as dedication in Unit 3 of Aptitude and Fundamental Values for Civil Servants. So let's begin with impartiality. So impartiality, it is a norm of justice. Decision should be based on objective standards instead of prejudice and preferring the advantages to one person over another for unsuitable reasons. The merit of this and is serving equally in well developed governments of different political persuasions. The civil servants carrying their work in decision making should be in merit. For example, their work is procurement, recruitment, delivery of services, and decision making. So, this decision making excludes on the basis of merit. So the selection should be on merit basis. And second, to make effective and efficient decision making, that is known as absolute impartiality. So impartiality, it's having two types, that is absolute impartiality, political impartiality. Here we focus on the absolute impartiality civil servants. So second, impartiality is the value helps to select the ability person. So able person only to be selected. A person must perform in a way of fair and justice as well as equitable reflects on his commitment towards equality and equality as well as maintaining the diversity of our nation. He should not act injustice and favoritism like favor to any person or a party and discriminates against particular individuals or the interest of the political persons. Okay, so second, move on to political impartiality. Here whatever the political persuasions or the beliefs, but he has to maintain impartiality. He deserves and retains the confidence of ministers. He have the restrictions on their own political action and not act for the party political consideration. He should not use of official resources for political party purposes, and he does not allow their personal political views to determine any advice to the minister or any person with the personal view of their own experience. Okay, next move on to non-partisanship. It is also known as a political neutrality. So in order to maintain the neutrality between minister as well as the civil servants, it should be maintained by in a proper manner. So a person or an officer is to do his task without any fear of a favor or party. So not being precisely owned or allied with any group or party or cause. So he follows the constitutional values instead of political party philosophy. So he does not involving any political party even if he has strong political thoughts and faith. So he don't give here the suggestion for the political party in the view of own experience. So that is non-partisanship without slope towards any political party. He have to maintain the neutrality between the political parties. So what are the importance of these two non-partisanship as well as the impartiality values? That is one thing is creating the effective and efficient servant, and second, fill the trust deficient between the subject, that is the people, as well as the government. And second most important is the trust deficient to be reduced, and third, lawfulness of a civil servants, and fourth, without personal gain. It should be public interest and not personal interest. And fifth is follow democratic procedures and institutions, and they're like policy frameworks and certain procedures to be followed in the civil servants career. so we have to follow. And sixth one is no political party intervention. So it may be left wing or right wing, anything. So without any political intervention, the policy to be followed, and it should be reach the people. And final one is absent virtue. There is no virtue. If you have the doubt about virtue, let's see the branches of virtue ethics. So in that I explained about virtue ethics, and in upcoming videos also I am going to discuss about Aristotle with virtue. So wait for that video. And next move on to dedication. So dedication, in that it's a vital personality trait of on individuals and people to be devoted or loyal to duty or purpose, thought or action. So it ability to maintain or continue acting when motivation is lacking. There is no motivation, even they have to their task. And employees work towards organizational goals, and public servants are sacrificing their effort for public. So many civil servants, they are first in the probationary periods as well as the training period, they have go to the village. So they are already in the city culture, but they went to the village, then they have obtained some knowledge regarding that, so they are sacrificing their own comfortable zone. Okay, and let's move on to certain questions regarding these values. So nowadays these values are not followed in public servants. Comment. And second question is dedication is good for civil servants or not? Give your answer with suitable examples. You can quote, civil servants are the servants of the people, but they are not the masters of people. And if you consider today many news channels, they are showing the Sathankulam incidents in Tamil Nadu. So you just take that incident for this example, like they are not following their professional procedures, like professional ethics also they are not follow it. That due to this only the problem is occur. They are treated the people as servants for them, but they are the servants, they are not realizing it. So that is the problem. And let's move on to today case study. So take the civil service out of government and the country will collapse. Take politics out of government and the country will flourish. Analyze it. So this is a simple question you have to consider in 2 points. One is civil servant and the politics towards the government. Okay. So first you have in any civil servants, they are formulating the policy, and implementing the policy, that is executives and what executives as well as the legislatures. So they are having the responsibility towards the people as have to provide a welfare state. But in this case, certain conflict between the what is and the legislature also, and the stability should be maintained. So that is scenario. So we have to provide the better administration for the people, and we have to maintain the close relationship between the society in order to give the welfare state, not the police state. Okay, and in this we can consider the national interest, not the personal interest. So we already discussed in these slides also. And irrespective of their political party, we have to take a stand in between these two. There is no partisanship. Okay, that is non-partisanship. Okay, and finally we have to give some decision making in the sense of collective manner or comprehensive manner. And for example, take Mahatma Gandhi. He told about politics as a branch of ethics. In this quote, we can mention like take politics out of the government. So politics also need for the government, but it should be in the ethical manner. That is a conclusion. We can also include one more point, like new political culture should be developed. In that you can add some more young politicians for providing the welfare state. Okay, like this. Okay, you have to conclude like Mahatma Gandhi quote, as well as we need a politics ethics. Okay, politics with ethics. Nowadays politics without ethics is occur, but I am not going to in details, so let's conclude it. So I let's okay, I concluded the video. If you like my video, share it and subscribe it. Thank you.